shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Keeping on my truck look like bricks. What's up, guys? It's your sister, jessacouplethingspod. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, so you can join the Black Women's Tribe during Black Women's It's Love Island Reunion Black Women's Month. It is Love Island Reunion Night Black Women's Month. We have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to jump right on in, not out, but in. Please let me know if you guys can hear me. We don't have a lot of time. The reunion is about to come on. But if you've been following me, you know that I've been traveling for 40 days and 40 nights. Just got home not too long ago. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to do this pre-live. I'm going to do this pre-reunion live so we could talk about some things, because I feel like once the reunion happens, it's going to be a whole other wave of news to go. So I just want to get some of these things off my chest. So, y'all like the buzz down? You know, I have not done a wig all year. I feel like I only had one wig. I think it was like in February. Child, this is, I finally got me a little wig, child. Do y'all like it? And I got the Legos hairline from this girl. Her name is Dorinda. She is in Montreal. I was in Montreal, Canada, performing at Bio. Shout out to those of you guys who were in Canada who saw me sing. Shout out to those of you guys who were in Boston who saw me sing. Shout out to those of y'all who was in New York last night at the Juvia's Place event. I'm going to post about that. But yeah, let's talk about some things, just a couple things before we get into this reunion. And then, you know what? I think I'm going to come back live. I want to come back live tonight after the reunion, but no, I think I'm going to need some time. And then I might ask Blue if she wants to tag team and do a live together tomorrow to talk about this reunion. I feel like it's going to be a lot. So let's get to it. Y'all like the hair? Period. Period. Okay, let's get to it. First thing. Hold on. What's this? Before we get to the liar, have you seen Nick and oh, yes, I did. Of course. We're gonna look. You already know we're gonna look at Nicolandria. Es que no la. Okay, first thing, I want to just want to make a quick mention of Janae. So Janae had a sit down with People magazine. Did y'all see that? She recently sat down with People magazine. I wonder if they would flag me for this. Let me see. I hope not.
Honest. So I just continue to practice gratitude. Like, it didn't kill me. I'm still here. God is good. Life is good. So it's like, girl, I'm fine. I'm really, really good at moving on. It's honestly like my biggest flex, if I'm being honest. So I just continue to practice gratitude. Like, it didn't kill me. I'm still here. God is good. Life is good. So it's like, girl, I'm fine.
What do y'all think about that? I'm not going to play all the entire interview, but to those of you guys who did watch it, did y'all? Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. Montreal was great. I saw something with Key Glock. I hope she's not with him. It looks like she's just doing a video. And I saw somebody saying that they actually want her to date OBJ. And I was like, listen, you want her to go from Kenny, who's racist. Kenny, I know, I will vote for Donald Trump. You want her to leave, I will vote for Donald Trump, for OBJ, who we've never seen with a dark-skinned woman. Like, see, when we talk about the signs be there, but y'all don't be seeing them. In this interview with People magazine, she said that, to the people who say that the signs were there, like, I dispute that, because there were no signs of him being, like, she didn't say racist, but basically, like, in other words, she said there was no signs of him being that. I just don't believe that. I just refuse to believe that. Sorry. There was a sign somewhere. Also, she said that he was doing so good at being a boyfriend. So a lot of the signs that people say that they picked up on where they're watching Love Beyond the Villa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Benny. Thank you so much. when people are saying that they're watching Beyond the Villa, she's saying that he was doing a good job at pretending to be something. And I'm just like, Janae, I don't think my sister knows how to see the signs. Because when you watch Beyond the Villa, it is clear they were not on the same path. He did not want the things that she wanted. So I just don't think that she's good at seeing the signs. But also, one last thing. When I was watching the People magazine interview, I was like, okay, sister, give us nothing. Yes, sister, give us nothing. Because like she didn't tell us what Kenny did. I've moved on. I've healed. Well, bitch, we haven't. We want to know what the fuck he did so we could heal too. Okay? What the fuck did he do? Because besides like her friend saying, and check your man's text messages to make sure that he's not saying this or that, you know, he's not getting paid enough, and you know, that he's not calling you a big black old monkey. Like, what did he do? Janae, you basically confirmed that he did do something racist. And there has been a lot of talks of what he did, but we've never heard from her what he did. And I'm like, okay, am I wrong? Am I nosy? I am nosy. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to sound like I'm like rooting for Kenny, but I just feel kind of uncomfortable calling somebody a racist and not knowing the racist thing that he did. Just hearing a whole bunch of hearsay from all these other people. And then Janae saying, yeah, well, I've moved on. I've healed. You know, like, okay, so what's going on? What did he do? Like, at least, I wanted to at least hear, okay, this is how I discovered that he was ... and this is what it did to me. This is how it affected me. We didn't hear none of that. So I don't know. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, somebody said they disagree. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. If you're going to publicly air him out, you can't now be private. Okay, I'm like, I was thinking the same as well. Okay, because I'm just like, okay, you are. Yes, you know what? I'm nosy. I am. Like, I'm nosy. I am nosy. But also, am I wrong for I don't know. Anyway, she's healed. She's moved on. I just kind of feel like, okay, so we're just going to call him racist and that's it. We still don't know what he did. Okay, cool. So we're just going to call him. Okay, cool. I mean, hey, listen, it is what it is. I just don't know exactly what he did. Thank you so much, Waddles. Jesse, have you seen the BBC article that semi-drags Nigerians for causing discord? What? Apparently they make a majority of, oh, girl, let me look that up, but not gonna hold you. I was very disappointed. Not just by Nigerians. I was disappointed by Haitians too. Like, I feel like the Haitian community should do more of a better job of backing up Shelly. And I'm like, I don't really see no Haitian publications. I follow so many Haitian publications, and I'm like, I haven't seen not one of y'all like really give Shelly her flowers for being such a great representation of a Haitian woman on television. The Latino community backed Amaya and Brian, even though they all knew that they were fucking scammers, just like that band, just like that I will vote for the Donatron scammers. And we're gonna get into that. But the way that community backed up their own, I'm just like, child, where are the Haitians at? Pour que ça nous pas camper derrière Shelly, ti Manouchka, ti Marie, Manouchka, Jean-Pierre Baptiste, Bissant? What's going on? Why we not like? So yeah, I'll probably talk about that article some other time. I'm not really child. Black women in general disappointed me with this season. All right, let's continue. Speaking of disappointment, let's talk about a woman who has been responsible for a lot of the bullying that Shelly and Olandria have received online. And before I go into this, I just want to tell y'all, just being transparent, I shared it on Threads. There's not going to be an interview. I'm not going to get no interview, at least not anytime soon, with Shelly and Olandria. So I've shared with you guys that, you know, I was in communication with Peacock's PR company. And shout out to Shelly. She was the one who gave me direct contact. Adriana Andreina, the contacts that she gave me never answered me, but Shelly put me in direct communication with Peacock's PR. And they were very excited. We had a meeting. We had back and forth emails, like really excited to let me interview Olandra, Shelly, and Andreina. But when the stuff with Steph with the deets took off, it went silent. It went silent. And I tried following up, no answer. And I just decided to just not push it because I'm very mindful of how people have talked about Shelly and Olandria. I saw that Olandria went live with EJ the other day, and the way they attacked her for that, and dragged him and used my live with him again to lie about us laughing about an essay that never was discussed. But yeah, like that really hurt a lot. Like obviously because I didn't laugh. I didn't say I don't believe anybody about being essayed. There was never an essay story that was revealed, that was discussed by Hula Hoop. When I go back and I watch that live, like I watched that live several times because I'm like, where did we laugh? Where did we say we don't believe her? Never said anything like that. There was nothing to believe. She never said she was essayed by anybody. Never said it. Never said it. And although I don't fault him, but EJ was the one who brought up SA. I really wish he didn't because she didn't. She didn't. But even when he brought up that he did believe that something like that happened to her because she harassed Chris sexually on the show. And the fact that everybody ignored that this woman sexually harassed this man on television. Everybody ignored that she went on a podcast with that Call Her Daddy lady and laughed at it, but sought out to destroy me and lie on me. It was insane. And this season of Love Island, just watching like people, the way people, Black women too, not just people, but the way Black women, I saw Black women like supporting Steph with the deets, lying on EJ and I, supporting Steph with the deets, creating an environment for Shelly and Olandria's family to get bullied. Like I've watched non-Black people hold Steph with the deets feet to the fire for the last couple weeks, even up until today. And I'm like, damn, like if only Black women would have done this. I saw Black women support the Asian community more than they did these girls being bullied by this white lady and other content creators who are also Black. That was very interesting to me. We all know what Sierra did. We all know she used the C word, but also as a Black woman, we all know the way the Asian community has treated Black folks. Specifically Black women at the nail shop, specifically Black women in beauty supply stores. And watching Black women go above and beyond to support the Asian community, but then while also assisting Steph with the deeds, with lying on me, it was insane for me to watch. Insanity for me to watch. It hurt me so much. Like, and I know because I move on and I keep it moving, I don't really show like that things hurt me. That hurt me so much. Like I cried for days. Like there was one day where like I was just sitting in the dark all day, just crying. And my man had to come over here and like, no, like you got to get up out of that. Like crying for days, that shit killed me. I still get DMs from folks threatening me. I got a DM the other day from someone like laughing at me being essayed. Like, yeah, that's why you got essayed, because this white lady lied on me. Like, it is insanity what I experienced and what I saw Black women do during the coverage of this season of Love Island. It is just really insane. It's really insane to me. Really insane to me. But anyway, there's not going to be no interviews. But I want to thank y'all for supporting me. I want to thank y'all. Like so many of y'all supported me. I want to thank Shelly for giving me like Peacock's direct PR. Like she didn't have to do that, but she did. I was in New York last night and I want to pop up at her party, but I was like, I'm not going to do that because I know if I pop up, I take a picture, then people are going to be like, oh, she supports Hula Hoop's biggest enemy. I didn't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. Like, I love them girls too much to even like put them in a light like that. So, you know, preferably like in the future, you know, I'll do something catching up with them. You know, there's gonna be a lot of developments over the years, so we'll see what happens. All right. I wanted to bring this up because this is insane. And it's an example of how dangerous Hydroxycut and her crazed fans are. And I do think that Steph with the Deets has a parasocial relationship with Huda. I know Huda followed her and she posted that too. She also posted that Hula Hoop liked the video where she lied on me saying that that I laughed at her being essayed. So she has a very parasocial relationship with this girl. And I think it's really weird. But anyway, let's get into this video that she made.
Something that I'm probably going to get a bunch of hate for, but if it were not for Shelly, I think Alandria and Huda would still be tight. And the loyalty Alandria has for Shelly, I don't think will ever be reciprocated. To me, like Shelly calling Taylor her bestie Taylor, she is still tight with Sierra. And I'm not saying Shelly shouldn't be tight with Sierra, but if that same loyalty is to be reciprocated, her being friends with Sierra is odd, her being besties with Taylor is odd. And honestly, how is Alandria totally fine Shelly and Nick being besties with Taylor when Taylor treated Alandria horribly? And I'm making this video because the reunion is in a few days. We hear them bring up Huda's interviews when it comes to Chris, when it comes to her feeling bullied, but I know they're not going to mention these interview clips that Huda did. I am still confused as to how these two went from this, like 2 days prior, to then unfollowing each other, not talking to each other. In the days in between this and the unfollowing, even though Alandria says in the reunion, like,
I'm really, like, truly I am.
Speak up for me.
But then we have Huda's first interview she ever did post-Villa.
Like, I still love Alandria. If I'm not hating her, I don't think anyone should be. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but I think there are lines that are crossed. I don't condone hate. I don't condone bullying. I don't condone anything of that. I think people's safeties are at risk. The last thing I want is for anyone to feel unsafe or to feel like they're getting some sort of backlash at my expense.
And I think some people are confused because, yes, on Call Her Daddy, Huda said there were times in the villa where she felt bullied, isolated. She never said by who. And in that same interview, she's talking about how close she is to Alandria.
Who are you closest to aside from Amaya?
Probably like Nick and Alandria.
So maybe if people use their critical thinking skills, obviously she's not talking about Alandria when she is talking about feeling bullied. I would assume maybe she's talking about, oh, the person that she called the fakest. Huda felt bullied, and we definitely watched.
Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's enough. I think you guys get the idea. And the way this girl rewrites history, remember when Huda first got out of the villa, she did an interview, I believe it was with Entertainment Tonight, either Entertainment Tonight or Hollywood Access, where she said she was bullied. She said when she came out of the villa, she saw that people online were saying she was bullied. She took that on. And who were the people that everybody ran with that she was bullied by? It was ET, right? Who were the people? Literally. And so hold on. I am gonna get the mods. Hold on, y'all. And mind you, you can clearly see in the reunion that Alandria does have her own problems with horchata. And it has nothing to do with Shelly. Time has passed. She peeped. Exactly. Like, she saw the interviews. She saw what people were saying. And she saw that she went along with it. Mind you, I love how Steph with the Deets put the screenshot of Olandria and hold on. Yeah, I'm making you guys mods. Hold on. I'm modding y'all up. Hold on. Because I can't see everything. And I'm making my members. So those of you guys who are my members, I'm making you guys mods, okay? So you guys can help me because I can't see all the comments. Hold on. AG. Also, make sure that you guys like the video too, guys, just as I'm doing this. All right. I feel like I just made like 10 of you guys mods. Okay, I got you, Maya. So you guys can help me out. Thank you. But anyway, this woman, just like Hula Hoop, likes to rewrite history and ignore certain facts. She said she was bullied about like in 2 or 3 different interviews. And who was it by? Who was it by? Like, yeah, she said, oh, I don't want them getting hate, but she never outwardly and directly spoke about racism, something that Leah did. She never did that. She saw the George Floyd memes where Olandria's face was put on George Floyd's face and Harachi's face was put on the cop. Never spoke out against that. Okay? Her following saw that. They saw it and they followed suit. Period. All right. Let's move on. Quick post and delete by Peacock. I don't know if you guys saw this. Hold on. Can y'all see that? Okay.
Taylor, what are we getting out of context? We saw the Taylor. You've got to be fucking kidding me, Taylor. Yo, somebody get this. Somebody. Taylor, what are we getting out of context?
So Peacock posted this meme and they deleted it. I think this was yesterday. Maybe you're just not liked. Remember that moment where Taylor said that to Olandria? And then they put this. What's her name? Megan? Or what's her name? Megan, the doll? I never watched the movie. But he said, y'all take everything out of context. Don't let me get to telling everything. Child, I wonder what that means. We didn't get any clarity. Let's move on. 3 Dreads said what he said. Let's move on. Nicolandria Hive, we back. Nicolandria Hive, we back. We back, boo. We back. Look at this. My gosh. Look at our parents. Nicolandria, wo, eske nou la. Look at this. They look good. As a matter of fact, oh, she look good. They look good, baby. My winners. Baby, the way they plop them tatas up, boo. Tape them tatas up. Tout bagay ti. Speaking of everything tea, just a couple things, child. We're gonna run through and then we're gonna get to the meat and the potatoes. I know we just ain't got much time. It was Shelly's birthday over the weekend.
Jesus. Let us see the shoes. Can we see the shoes?
Period. That's Shelly Timali Manushka, Jean-Pierre Bissant. Okay. Ace gonna step by his. We see her and Olandria. And I'm happy about this because I saw a lot of people online trying to tell Olandria not to be friends with Shelly, and we're gonna get into that because in one of the interviews, Shelly called Taylor her bestie. And I don't know. I just felt like it was just weird for people to do that. Like, I just thought it was very weird for people to do that. Okay, let's talk about Teen Vogue. Shelly and Olandria did a sit down with Teen Vogue. This article is very important, and I think everybody should read it. It was such a good article. And honestly, when I look at just for this season, when it comes to Shelly and Olandria, their best interviews, their best podcasts came from journalists and non-Black people. Take with that what you want. Take that information and do with it what you want. I just think that that's very disappointing. I'm happy that they were offered spaces to speak, but I just feel like Miley Cyrus' mama gave Olandria the best podcast. I saw a podcast with her today too with I can't remember the guy's name, but he's part of the Bachelor Nation. Fantastic interview, and it's only 30 minutes long. So insightful. This article was amazing. But anyway, they addressed the mean girl allegations, and they talk about their friendship which was very special. We find out that Shelly told the producers that she braided her hair. I guess like when she first was casted and she was first coming in, she had like her hair pinned up or something like that. But then we find out that by the time she hit Fiji, her hair poofed up. She's a Black women's. So she braided her hair. And when she did that, production was not happy about it. Well, let me not say that quote, but she said that they were worried about it changing her look. Is it going to change her look? And I thought that was very weird because they went through the same thing with Serena the year before. Serena said that they were not happy with her having braids. So I'm thinking, y'all have seen the reception, the way the public received Serena with her braids last year. Why are you having this reaction to Olandria and Shelly having braids too? It's just weird. Olandria already had braids because, she already had them installed. And so anyway, they were not excited about Shelly doing her braids. Now, remember, Shelly flies to Fiji, her hair poofs up. She spent 10 hours braiding her own hair. So those boho braids, Shelly did them by herself. She said, I had just so happened to have braiding hair in my luggage just in case I needed it. And she braided her hair, took herself over 10 hours to do it. They also talked about how Shelly would basically help Olandria crochet her hair. They would have their days where they would wash each other's hair, grease each other's scalp. And that was like their alone time. And that's how they became soul sisters. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Here. Both were criticized for speaking openly with castmate Hydroxyca about her behavior, feedback that wasn't applied equally across the villa. How dare you guys say something like that to us, but not to everyone who has been having the mean girl energy or mean girl moments? It goes back to the whole, you have to act a certain type of way as a Black woman, because the moment you act out of character, you're done, Shelly says. We didn't call anyone out of their names. We didn't sit here and run up and down the villa yelling, screaming. We just spoke our truth and held people accountable for their actions. If that's making someone a mean girl, Olandria jumps in, then I'll take that. Right? So this is Teen Vogue's article. If you haven't read it, please read it. But then... And actually, while you're seeing that too, while we're here, I just want to play this clip too, because again, the girlies have talked about how close they were with Hallucination in the villa. There's this video of Shelly behind the scenes. And if you look closely in the back, Hallucination is sleeping arm in arm with Olandria. Can y'all see them right there? Hold on. Hold on. Look at them. Look at them back there. Look at them. And remember, Olandria has said like they were close. We see a clip of her saying that too. Hand in hand all the time. And she was okay with letting people think that Olandria and Shelly bullied her. So, in response to this article, I even posted this too. This article hit the streets on Saturday, like literally, I think like 2 days after the Teen Vogue article. Shelly, I don't know what's going on. Shelly was in that villa losing her mind, child. Um,
Stop trying to gaslight me, okay? What kind of headline is this? Before I talk about this, let me say that I wasn't around for season 6 discourse, so I'm not going to be talking about Leah here. Also, discrimination against Middle Eastern people, 100% a thing. I'm not here to try to downplay that. But Rolling Stone, come on now. When it comes to Huda, like, she was getting a ton of backlash for a very specific reason, which was how she was behaving towards the beginning of the season. Also, fans have had a problem with some things she's done after the show as well. Also, this Rolling Stone article doesn't exist in a vacuum. And with context, there's like this trend going around where it seems like there's this trying to absolve Huda from her behavior in the villa. Now, I'll also say when it comes to Huda and also everybody else that is in some type of controversy with Love Island, the fans are doing way too much. I do think Huda got way too much hate. Just with the stands are wild, but I feel like there's this attempt to rewrite history and frame it so that it seems like Huda did absolutely nothing wrong, which that's not valid. Huda was doing the absolute most in that show, which is why she was getting a ton of backlash. And like I said, a lot of that backlash wasn't warranted to the degree that people were doing it, but still, let's not rewrite history here. Also, if you're going to call out discrimination, we should also be calling out the discrimination against a lot of the Black contestants as well, like Shelly and Olandria, because there was a lot of anti-Black and racist rhetoric that was thrown at them. A lot. And that seems to be a regular problem with the show as well. So the fact is, Rolling Stone was wild for writing that headline. Wild. Rolling Stone, stop.
and my thing too is using Leah as hysterical's shield to be like, oh, the hate against Middle Eastern. Don't get me wrong, Leah got dragged a bit, but it wasn't like what happened with Habitual. Habitual is racist, point blank, period. We know that the racism that was activated against Shelly and Olandria was because every time Habitat would do her white women tears, it was against somebody Black in the villa. Nick was constantly at her neck. She never cried. Never cried. Never cried. We saw scenes where people were literally like afraid of this girl, hooting and hollering up and down the villa. And for them to try to basically, like he said, rewrite history, here's an excerpt from that article. From the start, Hazardous was hated from her own community and those outside of it. Everything from her mental health to her appearance and the way she spoke has been talked about online. But even as soft spot formed for her in the final weeks of the series, the negativity did not waver as viewers applauded her breakup with Chris and cheered when she wasn't announced this season's winner. The hate continued after the show's end as fellow contestants Olandria Carlin and Michelle Shelley Besant, whose fans went hard against her online, made their feelings about their former roommate crystal clear. So again, you see how dangerous this woman is? You see how dangerous her fan base is? We've seen Shelly get served a knuckle sandwich. A knuckle sandwich from what was the BuzzFeed? And now this from Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone. And it comes after the Teen Vogue article. They saw the support that two Black women were getting, and they're like, oh, hold on. And here's the thing, right? It's true. A lot of people have not liked Huda on this show, including me. But also, don't try to rewrite history like the guy said. It's because of her racist attitude. It's because of her racism. And then they even cited Keke Palmer's podcast. While they often side-eyed in the Hululu in the villa and made tongue-in-cheek comments at her expense, when did Olandria and Shelly make tongue-in-cheek comments about her expense, at her expense. When? Y'all, this is Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone lying like this. In an interview on Keke Palmer's Baby This Is Keke podcast, the pair flipped the narrative on its head, criticizing Hydrogen's overly emotional moments as hypocritical, telling Palmer that they were not afforded the same grace as Black women in the villa, literally minimizing Black women's experience. Y'all, I can show y'all a screenshot of somebody DMing me calling Shelly the N-word because of my coverage. It's crazy. All this for hysterical. Remember, there's been some Middle Eastern women who have gone online and said, hey, hysterical is racist. They've cited moments with her racism, right? But again, at large, non-Black communities don't care about Black women experiencing racism. So when they see it happening, they're going to champion it. And that's what Rolling Stone did. They championed her racism with this article. Championed her racism with this article. Let's talk about the Teen Vogue sit down. This week a lot of the sit downs.
Doritos Gold.
A lot of the sit downs that the cast did within a week of leaving the villa are now being published. And I know a lot of people are confused by that, but honestly, I get it. It's a rollout promoting the reunion. However, I just feel like because so many things have changed, I just don't understand why this wasn't done up front. So many things have changed since here. This is literally like the day that Olandria first got her sew-in. Literally. But I want to play a clip. I want to play a clip because I thought that this was very interesting, right? So Hallucination got asked a question. She's going to answer it. Let's listen.
What was the challenge you'd never want to do again? The challenge you'd do again in a heartbeat? I would never want to do the milk challenge again.
Okay. So she would never want to do the milk challenge again. I mean, I remember watching it and thinking that was just disgusting. Like Love Island, this season was too freaked out. It was too freaked out. I think we've talked about that briefly, but just quickly again, it was too freaked out. Like this challenge to me was disgusting. It was a disgusting challenge. Don't bring that back. Thank you.
And I would do the stand on business challenge in a heartbeat.
She would do the stand on business challenge again in a heartbeat. Remember, ain't that the challenge where she got bullied? Thank you. Ain't that the challenge where she felt bullied? If you felt bullied by something, would you want to do it again? Just saying. The tension in this interview too was crazy. I mean, it was crazy. All right. Let's go to the Vanity Fair sit down. I know I'm moving fast. I just hate the fact that I know I'm moving fast, but I'm doing that because I know y'all got to go watch the reunion. I want to watch it too. Oh yeah, Amaya snapping. Oh yeah. But what? Well, let me find. But what? Remember when I said she was Huda? Her and Huda were the same person, and y'all tried to. Okay. I don't be wrong. I just be early. Ben said it. We're gonna get into how I be early again too later on, but Ben said it. I want to talk about this moment right here.
Nobody was standing on business while we was all there outside the. I just hate the fact that, nobody was standing on business while we was all there outside the villa. Now they feel like they have the confidence to talk. And for me, that's scary, in my opinion. I don't see that as standing on business.
Can you give an example?
Don't worry. We got the reunion.
Everything I said in the village.
I just hate.
Hold on. I'm gonna play that back. I'm gonna play that back. But during Black Women's, we got the Love Island Reunion Black Women's Month tonight, right? Hit dogs are gonna holler. Hit dogs are gonna holler. A hit dog on what? They're gonna holler every time. Every time. Every time.
The fact that, nobody was standing on business while we was all there outside the villa. Now they feel like they have the confidence to talk. And for me, that's scary, in my opinion. I don't see that as standing on business.
Can you give an example?
Don't worry. We got the reunion.
Everything I said in the villa. Just wasn't shown on TV.
Understood.
That understood. He clocked her ass. Whoa. Let me tell y'all something. Ace the Menace will always have a fan in me. Ace the Menace will always have a fan in me. I may not always have agreed with his approach with everything, but one thing about it, he was always honest, and I always appreciated that. Anyway, people have taken this clip and talked about how he was being mean to her and how he's still obsessed with her. And I'm just like, how do y'all get that? What obsession do you get? He wasn't even talking to her. Can you give an example? The example was asking for an example because she was a dog that got hit. What? What? It's so weird. Anyway, Dwight, who I follow on TikTok, had a really good insight on this because already people were on TikTok trying to spin the narrative, and here he goes talking about it. Shout out to Dwight. I love his
So I
page.
watched the Vanity Fair interview with the Islanders, and it was definitely awkward because you could tell there was mad tension in the room. But before y'all get the line, let's clear some things up because y'all already got the line.
Huda damn near got into it in this new interview for Vanity Fair. Huda was asked who she's most nervous to see at the reunion, and she basically said she's not afraid to really see anybody, that she's going to keep it cordial. But Ace interrupted her by saying this.
Nobody was standing on business while
Intentionally going out of your way to make Black people seem aggressive because Ace did not cut her off, and that is not what she said. So let's watch what actually happened in the Vanity Fair interview.
Who is it?
That's you.
Oh, that's me? I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Bring it on. Regardless of what happens between anybody, I'm cordial. And I think I can be respectful in many ways. So it's just like I would expect the same from anyone else.
I just hate the fact that, nobody was standing on business while we was all there. And now that, people are outside the villa, now they feel like they have the confidence to talk. And for me, that's scary, in my opinion. I don't see that as standing on business.
Wait, what?
I feel like outside the villa, for people to feel like they can stand on business now, and then being back at the villa, nobody was standing on business. So,
and this is where the perpetual anti-Blackness that is bigger than a reality TV show that I keep talking about comes into play. Because neither of them were actually rude. Neither of them said anything disrespectful. And it was intentional for you to say that Ace cut her off as a Black man when you know that that did not happen because you wanted to paint her as a victim when there was, in fact, no victim in this situation. None. There is no reason for this conversation in this reunion to get this anti-Black. It doesn't need to happen.
I really don't have anything to add to that. Like, he said everything that needed to be said. Ace didn't say nothing to Honduras. Literally said nothing to her. And that little mushroom top dude, he's another step with the deets. Just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. Okay. Speaking of embarrassing. Before I talk about this, I just want to say, y'all know that I was on Wild 'N Out I will always be thankful to Nick Cannon for allowing me to be a cast member on Wildin' Out. I think that Nick Cannon is a visionary. I think that he's an icon. I think he's a legend. I also think that he needs to grow the fuck up. And he needs to do it immediately. Because the sit down with Nick and Taylor was so cringe. I couldn't get past 10 minutes. I could not get past 10 minutes. It was cringe. Cringe. And just so y'all know, I just want to make something clear. When I talk about people that I've worked with on here, please be clear that whatever I say on here, I've either said to them already or I've said things that are way, let me not say way worse, but I've said it in a more vulgar way than I'm saying it here. I've let Nick Cannon know how I feel about him as far as just being an example for other men. He didn't like it. Love him to death. He didn't like it. But I just want to preface that before I go into this commentary because I was just disappointed to see that. I was so disappointed to see this, what I'm about to play. So disappointed because you're too grown. You're too smart. You're too gifted to do what I'm about to play. So they went on the Plain Spades podcast, which very fun podcast. But I kind of felt like the line of questioning, especially when it came to Nick, was very weird. I felt like, hold on. I felt like Nick was talking to Nick. So Nick Cannon was talking to Nick as if he was a whole like wigger. And it's like, Nick is actually a Cartwright. He's not a wigger. He's a Cartwright. Like he's white and he doesn't act like he's black. But like throughout this sit down, he just kept talking. Oh, so you like black women. You like, I know you're into black women. And, you know, have you seen, like, it just was very like, it just was weird watching Nick big up black women. I think you should always big up black women, right? But bigging them up as if you date them. Yes, you have one black baby mama. You have one black baby mama who looks like me. Congratulations. But it's like you don't date black women. You like that's not your preference. And the way he was just like talking to Nick, like, yeah, black women, black women. It's like, please. Like it's just like the pandering. It was insane to watch. But then there was this moment.
At the crib, a baby, you know, so this is a question that we ask. We want to know how you gonna handle it. Mm-hmm. We call it deal with it. While we in the middle of dealing, you can grab your cards just as. And let
me say this show is very fun. It's a very fun show. Courtney B, hilarious. Please follow her. She's funny. She's gifted. Hilarious. This show is a very fun show. I just didn't understand some of the line of questioning. It just was so weird.
As it goes, because this is going to be one you're going to have to think about. All right. $20 million is on the line. But you got to eat coochie in front of your mama.
Oh, shit.
You going to do it?
$20 million.
$20 million to eat coochie in front of your mama.
Make it $1 million. I'm doing it.
Right. Well, for one, you got to do it for one. Your mom, what your mama go like? It got your mama and all her friends at work got to be sitting there.
Her friends at work are there too.
Yeah, in front row.
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah.
Friends at work.
So it wasn't enough. Like it wasn't enough to ask him if he would eat coochie in front of his mama. We gonna add the mama work friends too. And shout out to Nick because Nick really like in this interview, which again, I couldn't get past like around this time frame. I just couldn't get past it. But Nick held his own, But it just was like, what? Like, under what circumstance is it? What? Why are we asking him this? Just why? Why are we asking him this? Just why? It's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It was funny though to see because Nick Cannon asked Nick, "Have you seen any black movies?" And and Nick was like, "I've seen Little Boy," and he meant to say Baby Boy. It was funny though. It was like he's not trying to be black, but there were moments where Nick was like, "Yeah, you know, and we're gonna give you a black card." No, we're not. We're not giving. I don't give a damn how many times Nick sucks Olandria's toes. I don't care if he swallows Olandria whole. He's not getting invited to the cookout. Olandria got to keep Nick outside. She could bring him a plate. Listen, I love Nick Olandria, but we're going to have to stop with this obsession of inviting white people to the cookout. Please let them stay outside. Did y'all not watch Sinners? When are we going to learn? Like, when are we going to learn? Keep them motherfuckers outside. I love Nick Olandria. Nick Olandria Hive. Listen, y'all know I love Nick Olandria, but we don't need to be giving white. Oh, here go your black card. It's Nick doesn't even give that. He doesn't even give that. Please. Keep that motherfucker outside the juke joint. Love him. We love you down. But you need to stay your ass outside the juke joint. We'll see you at 6 a.m. We'll see you at sunrise, boo. Here go a plate. Throw a plate outside. Throw him a plate outside. But he not coming in the juke joint. What's wrong with y'all? He not coming in the juke joint. Here go your black cop. All right, y'all. Let's get to the meat and potatoes real quick. We only got 10 more minutes. In not surprising news, wait, I didn't mean to put this up, but we do know Pepe and Iris ain't together. We know that. And somebody on Threads put this, I scream. Pepe can't have a cheating feeling? I scream. One thing about it, two dreads, you're gonna get dragged every time, child. You're gonna get dragged every time, baby. But the street saying that apparently Pepe allegedly cheated on Iris in a hotel lobby. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know how you cheat on somebody in a hotel lobby. But also, I don't know how you cheat on somebody that you were never with. I said it before. I'll say it again. Pepe loved him a white blonde in distress. But that ain't got nothing to do with him actually wanting to be with that lady. We knew he was in love with Hannah. Okay, down. Then he got with the other girl. I can't remember her name, but it was clear he didn't want to be with her. And as he moved further in the experience, he was left with Iris. Iris was left with him because TJ went home. Do y'all not remember how Iris cried for TJ? What was that thing that Iris would always do with her lips? So apparently the streets caught that Iris and Pepe don't follow each other anymore, that her sister unfollowed him. I'm not surprised. And you know what's crazy? Ace and Shelly were the so-called scammers. Ace and Shelly were the scammers of this season. Mais on l'a toujours. Yo l'a toujours. But they were the scammers. Yo l'a toujours. Iris' mama didn't like Pepe. She wasn't shipping that. And to be honest, Pepe's parents didn't really seem excited about Iris either. Okay. Oh, also, let's keep it a buck. Pepe and Iris got out the villa and nobody gave a fuck. They ain't get no brand deals. Remember, Taylor and Clarkett were the first couple to have a major brand deal with Arby's. They didn't get not one brand deal. Nobody gives a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. No brand deals, no appearances. They're not even in none of this shit, none of the content. And to be honest, if Amaya and Brian didn't scam their way into winning, they wouldn't have been in the content too, because nobody gives a fuck about them. We're going to get to them in a minute. But nobody cared about Pepe and Iris. Let's just keep it a buck. Nobody cared. No brand deals, no trips, no flyouts, nothing. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Let's get to their winners. Let's get to their winners. Let's get to their winners. Amaya and Brian unfollowed each other. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Surprise. Surprise, surprise. We're not surprised. Not surprised. Not surprised. As a matter of fact, hold on. We only got 7 minutes left, child. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not going to keep holding y'all back. I'm going to let y'all go. But this was me. This was me literally 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Somebody had asked about Amaya and Brian, and I said he can't cheat when they ain't together. That's 4 days ago. I'm not wrong. I'm just early. A lot of y'all was trying to ship that man and that lady. Remember, I told y'all when they was in the speakeasy and Amaya had her ancestral muumuu on and they was on that couch, and I told y'all that I did not like how Brian just said, come here, and she flew to that man. That man never made no effort for Amaya. Even last week, I think when they were on Watch What Happens Live, and I did a live on that. Some of y'all was dragging me about that. When I said there was a question that was asked from production. I said, hey, Nick and Brian, what's the most romantic thing? What's the best thing you've done for your mate since leaving the villa? Brian said, I got her some truffle pasta. Nick was like, oh, we went to Greece. I got her a brand deal. I got her paid. And y'all was like, but give Brian some time. How much time does he need? They've been out the villa for a month. Truffle fucking pasta. Truffle pasta for the woman who put $50,000 in your pocket. Hey. Truffle pasta for the woman who put $50,000 in your pocket. And y'all was like, oh, but give him some time. Jesse, wait, Jesse, wait a minute. Jesse, wait, give him some time. He need more time. How much time do you need? It's been a month. White man did it in 1 day. And what would Dr. Woman say? White man did it in a week. White man did it in a week. Took Olandria to Greece. Got her vacation. Got her paid. Got her a brand deal. They ain't even win shit. Olandria is on this podcast. We don't have enough time, but Olandria is on this podcast today. And mind you, the podcast was like a week out. And she was talking about how Nick constantly puts money in her pocket. So Nick Olandria, who didn't win, you have Nick constantly putting money in Olandria's pocket. Amaya and Brian, Amaya got that motherfucker $50,000. And the best thing he did was get her some motherfucking truffle pasta. Let him do. Tandem, let me parler. Tandem. Listen to me. Listen. I'm not hating. Motherfucking that motherfucker scammed. He scammed. But y'all said it was Ace and Shelly who were the scammers. Y'all said it was Ace and Shelly who were the scammers. That's it. I know we got to go start the reunion. Oh, the reunion starts at 9? Well, then why didn't you let me rush through all this? I rushed through everything. Okay, let's do one little bonus thing, child. I actually did have something else. But we've talked about this lady before, but I do want to bring this back up because I saw this clip that I didn't see before. Hold on.
How do you feel about Alandria saying she didn't want to say hi to you? Her feelings are valid. I'm not here to invalidate anyone's feelings, but I am here to clear things up and let people know that anything that may have been misconstrued or misunderstood, I'm here to clear it up. It was never intended. I was never intending on throwing any shade or being disrespectful. Like, that was never my intentions.
What do y'all think about Koko saying that, child? What do y'all think about Koko saying that? Upon further review, I do think that shit was corny, that what Koko did, not just to Alandria, but also to Shelly. And I hope that gets addressed at the reunion. But also, I do feel it's like a small part of me feels bad for her. A small part of me. The major part of me that doesn't feel bad for her is the part that thinks that when she got out the villa, she saw how the internet was talking about Shelly and Alandria. And so when she saw folks in her comments saying, yeah, Ace was stupid for letting you go. You need to be back in the villa. You need to get him from Shelly. I think in her mind, her reposting those things, her liking those comments, I think in her mind, she thought that was going to work well for her. I don't know why. I don't know why she thought that was going to work for her. Also, I think that there's a part of Koko that really didn't read the room when it came to Winter. Like, who? But then she did say she was supporting her friend who is friends with Winter. Girl, why are you friends with anybody who's a mutual with Winter? Like, anti-blackness has been a long thing with Winter. It's not nothing new. So I feel there's a tiny part of me that feels bad for her. I think if she would have had some better folks in her corner, like better friends, like, hey girl, that ain't it, I think she would have moved different. And it really sucks because Koko, like, girl, like, you was that girl. And then you went and did corny ass shit. Just corny. So, wait, what? Jessie, that explanation makes me like her even less. I'm trying to help. Yep, she jumped on the bandwagon. Yeah, she did. You jumped on the bandwagon, sis. It didn't work out for you. But you know what? Black women's to Black women's during Black Women's Month, Black women deserve grace. So I hope that at the reunion, her and Shelly and Alandria were able to, come to some type of, I don't know what they're gonna come to. Cause I feel like Shelly and Alandria is over your ass, and I don't blame them. Especially with Shelly, you was doing a lot with Shelly. Like, you did a lot with Alandria on that podcast, and then with Shelly, you was doing the most. So, okay, maybe I can't defend that. I was trying. I tried, child. God be with you. Oh, did Ace and Shelly post their reunion looks? Okay, hold on. Ooh, hold on. Okay, let's look. Hold on. Where their reunion looks, y'all? Who posted it? Okay, I don't see it on their page, but I do see it on my thread. So let's post that really quick. And we'll end on that. Hold on. My winners. Shelley's, Nicolandria, my winners. Forever my winners. Oh. I just know Shelly got that good boo-boo. I'm going there. Shelly, m'kono gen bouboun fo. M'kono bouboun nan gen pouvoir. M'kono. I just know she got that good bouboun on her. I know it. 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 He looks good. Ace can dress. Ace can dress very well. Ace can dress very well. Oh, and then this girl, I mean, name a dress she hasn't killed. Her and Olandria wearing kind of like the same color too. I peeped that. I peeped that. My soul sisters, I peeped that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm looking forward to how things go with them. I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for Nick Olandria. I'm rooting for everybody black. I'm rooting for Andreina. Who else am I rooting for at the reunion? To be honest, I think this reunion gonna be trash because now that we know that Amaya and Brian were never together, and we know that they broke up, we know that Pepe and Iris are not together. I just feel like we're gonna see a lot of fake shit during this reunion from couples who are not together. Period. Somebody said I'm rooting for Clark. I'm rooting for Clark too. Hold on, let's look at Clark too. Okay, hold on. Let me not leave Clark out of it. Even though Clark, there was a video of you saying I picked Pepe, but that Clark girl, I be Clark girl. I be trying to have your back, child. Be trying to have your back, child. Wait, I don't see her pictures. I feel like I saw it somewhere. Is it on the Love Island page? Oh, it's on the Love Island page. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so they're showing everybody. Okay, period. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and just do everybody's looks. And then we'll end on that note. I'm gonna go make me a little snacky snack. I'm probably gonna run to Chick-fil-A real quick. So I can have me a little snacky snack, something to eat while I'm watching this. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting my content this season. I really appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate y'all. Tuning in. Tomorrow we back at it. Tomorrow we back at it. Okay. Hold on. Wait, let me see. Are you gonna watch the reunion live? I should have watched it live, huh? But no, I feel like it's gonna. I've had my blood pressure. I don't know. Okay, TJ, what we giving TJ? TJ like he going to work, child. Or you know what? He going to after work function. I'm gonna give TJ a little 6.5 out of 10. Let's continue. The man who didn't want to acknowledge that he was Haitian and was quick to tell y'all he was Puerto Rico and Pinata. And he was saying, what was he saying? Pinata de casa or something like that. What's going on with this Legley's jacket? You going to Legley's. 2.5. I ain't gonna hold you. Elon look good. I don't know about all that meatball meat, but he look good. He gets a 10 out of 10 from me. She looks good. She's pretty. She's pretty. I wouldn't have done this, but she's pretty. This is pretty. I'm gonna give her 8. I like a 7. What y'all saying? A 3? Well, I know y'all ain't giving her a 3. Maybe y'all giving it to wait. Wait, I wish I was getting this in real time. I don't know who y'all talking about. Can y'all tell me who y'all giving the score to when y'all giving the score? Please. Andreina, you're taking it. I kind of wish though that Andreina gave me something else. I feel like Andreina always looks like a baddie. Andreina 10. I thought yeah, but I kind of wanted to see something different. 10s. Okay. We're gonna give her 10s. 9. That's why I was gonna give Andreina. I was gonna give her 9 simply just because I feel like you always look like a baddie. I kind of wanted to see something like, bitch, give me I was the baddest bombshell to ever bombshell. Like, give me that. I feel like this just, I thought you always look good. Like, but give me something that's superb. You know what I'm saying? But yes, a 9 for Andreina. Okay, let's continue. A 9 for my Hispaniola sister. Period. Okay, what y'all giving? What was his name again? Wasn't this Hannah First Love? The man she was crying over and then in that photograph, and then she went on to hunch Pepe the next night. What we giving him? What was his name again, child? I don't forgot, child. What was his name again? This was the man who wouldn't stop peck kissing Shelly. Oh my God, I was so scared. I was like, please stop pecking that girl. Charlie. Okay, so what y'all gonna give Charlie? Get to know? Hold on, Charlie. I like him in blue. Okay. What y'all giving Charlie? Make sure you give me the number and the name. Okay, a 7 for Charlie. I agree. Okay, the girlies is saying 7 and 6 point. Oh, 8.5. Okay, you must really like Charlie. Charlie 5. I'm gonna give Charlie a 6.5. 6.5. Definitely. I just feel like something's missing. Okay, let's move on. Listen, 2 Dreads, like him or not, like 2 Dreads or not, he look good. We're not gonna play with 2 Dreads. 2 Dreads look good. And I peeped the necklace, a C necklace for I pick Clark. Old head ass. The way y'all don't give a fuck. You lost me on this one. Hey, Arnold look good. Two for the time. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Are y'all for real? Is that really the same suit from the first night? 0 for 2 Dreads. Chop. Oh. Minus 10, minus 100. Taylor, I tried. I tried. 2 Dreads, I tried. But you know what? Come for Olandra, it's gonna cost you. That Olandra voodoo ain't nothing to play with, baby. Clarky. Okay, I think that Clark actually, her glam kind of went stupid. Her glam kind of like went dumb. She looks really good. She looks good. Which I'll give Clark. Yep. 9 for Clark. Yep. 8 for Clark. Yeah, I'm in that vicinity. I'm in that vicinity too. Somebody said the dress is too busy. I feel like this is busy season. It's the reunion. It's the reunion. Face 100. Period. Clark do got a face on her. 10s for Clark. Period. Face 100. Period. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. I think we're all in agreement here. Okay. I don't like this picture. I don't like this picture. I like the pictures that Shelly took. But Shelly looks amazing. You know what though? I do wish Shelly had jewelry. Or maybe not. Because it's a fringe dress. Should she have jewelry? I don't know. Maybe not. But I don't like the photographer did not do her justice. I feel like her photographs, 10 out of 10. She's still a 10 out of 10 to me. But I don't like the photographs. Something about the photographs I don't like. But 10 out of fucking 10. 10 out of fucking 10. My sister ain't got to do too much. My sister ain't give no kitty away in the hideaway. Period. Never got to do too much. Period. We love Shelly. 10s. Body T. 10 for our Haitian princess. Period. 10. Infinity. Period. Unanimously. It's a unanimous decision. Period. 10. I'm not even finna ask y'all. 10. I just don't like the lighting for him and Shelly. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it's the lighting. It's the lighting. Yeah. I don't like it on them too. 10. 10. 8 point, 10. I'm sorry. 10. We're gonna give the Trumper a next. Hannah girl, what we giving Hannah? 6, 5. MAGA 0. That was for Austin. I don't know, Hannah girl. 4, 5. We're gonna give you a 5, sister. No. This the African net dress. What did they say? What did they say about Bella Dasher again? That she wore her African net. African net dress 6. Yeah, I think she look cute. Bella, y'all are a tough ass crowd. I think she looks cute. I like the color on her. I like the color. She look good though. Somebody said 7. Wait, damn, y'all moving fast. Hold on. More of a beach look. I agree. Somebody said body T though. I'm not mad at it. 8. It's not giving. I like it on her. I think that's what it is. I think I like it on her. So we're gonna go with a 7. Some of these comments are so fucking wild. Jeremiah. What we giving him? What we giving Mr. Raw Pancakes? Put Jeremiah next to your score so I know. Damn, girl, a 2. Nina, girl, a 2. Damn. Okay, 8 for Jer. Jer gets an 8. Okay. Jeremiah 8.5. Okay. 7. Damn, somebody gave you a 9, Jeremiah. Okay. Jer Bear, 7 out of 10. Face alone, 10. Period. Wait, I can't find the comment. They're moving so fast. Somebody said raw pancakes, 8. You think he looks scrawny? I don't think he looks scrawny. I don't think he looks scrawny. I'm gonna go with 8. I'm gonna go with 8. I think that a 8 is fair. A 8 is fair, I think. Okay, last group of people. Last group of people. The winner. The winner. I think Amaya looks pretty. I like this look on her. I think she looks really, really pretty. Very like, she just gives me angel face here. She looks pretty to me. Let me know what y'all giving Amaya. What the fuck am I? You don't like it? I think she looks pretty. I think she looks dreamy. The dress. Y'all don't like the dress? I like the dress. On her. I wouldn't wear it. But I like the dress on her. Oh, damn. Y'all not feeling it. Okay, well, never mind. Well, all right. She looks childlike. Yeah. I think it's just a cute look. Okay. Y'all not feeling it. Amaya 7. Okay. I think giving Amaya a 7 is fair. I think a 7 is fair. Y'all going ham about the dress. Damn, I like the dress. Monsieur Nick. Fouet. Somebody said, Brian, what the fuck? That's why I'm like, where's Brian going? Where the fuck is Brian going? Monsieur Nick, 10. Wait, somebody said Marcel. Somebody said Marcel, 10. Period. Marcel, 10. Marcel's daddy. 10's for Nick. Period. 10 for Nick. Yep. I think we're all. Somebody said 10 for Mr. Olandria. I can't find the comment. They're going so fast. 10 out of 10. Do we even need to 10 out of 10? Again, I don't like the lighting on her. I feel like her pictures were great. I don't like whoever the photographer was, like he didn't know how to set up the lighting for darker hues. I don't like that. Ola, 1,000. Our queen, 1,000. 20,000. 1 billion. Period. Hello? Best dress, period. 1,000. Period. Royalty. That there's just no debate here. All right, let's move on. No debate. Are these new titties? I don't remember Iris having all this titty. When did Iris get all these titties? Depuis qu'il est Iris te gen tout tete sa yo. Mbat kon sa. The chat is moving so fast, but somebody said lips get an A. Body tea. Body tea. She do look new. Like it's something going on. Nah, the face is sitting. I think maybe she got an update. Maybe she got an update. I think 10 for the new fillers. Iris, that you 8. Yeah, I think we could give Iris an 8. I thought we could give Iris an 8. She ate that. She ate down. Here go. What a shame, because Pepe look good. What a shame, because Pepe look good. This is a damn shame. Pepe, you had to be a scammer. A damn shame. What y'all giving Pepe, child? Cheater, 8. Hairlines. Do y'all do y'all remember Pepe hairline when he first got in the villa? I think he caught on to the fact that we was talking about his hairline, and he started, doing a little scoop. It's giving Bad Bunny. It is. Scoop 7. Somebody said, let's move on, child. Timu Bad Bunny. You know what? I hope I can find this. Okay. Damn, it's moving so fast. Okay. To be honest, Clark and Iris look real housewivesy. It's so true. That's what it is. Clark and Iris give housewives. They do. They do. They do. Sanap Dipu hallucinate. Sanap Dipu sa. Okay. Who the fuck asked for this? Who the fuck asked for this? And this black shirt doesn't know. I loved Andy Cohen down, but this black shirt, absolutely not. Absolutely not. To be honest, Andy, you should have came with no shirt on. This is Love Island. You should have came with no shirt on. She gonna eat all the time. Like, she always gonna eat. I mean, this dress is phenomenal. She's always gonna eat. Like, do we really need to? All right, y'all. So 30 minutes to the reunion. Let me go make myself a snack. And yeah. I'll set up a live for tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. Enjoy the reunion. Yeah, I don't feel like talking about Mr. I Ain't Gonna Carry You. Because I don't know where he going. Is he going to a basketball tryout? I don't know, child. All right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll go ahead and save this live. Make sure that you like it. Make sure that you interact with it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Baby, yes, I just turned the water on.